Hi, this is Melissa from the West Windsor Library, and I will be sharing with you some new picture books as well as some new Halloween picture books. You can reserve your copies at www.mcl.org. First up, we have some new picture books that were just released, as well as some that you may have missed from the summer. I Am Every Good Thing by Derek Barnes and Gordon C. James. The confident black narrator of this book is proud of everything that makes him who he is. He's got big plans, and no doubt he'll see them through, as he's creative, adventurous, smart, funny, and a good friend. Sometimes he falls, but he always gets back up. And other times he's afraid, because he's so often misunderstood and called what he is not. So slow down and really look and listen when somebody tells you and shows you who they are. There are superheroes in our midst. Rosie, Stronger Than Steel by Lindsay Ward. Built by women in the United States and sent to England to dig and plow alongside female farmers during World War II, Rosie the tractor does whatever is needed to support the war effort. She works day and night to help grow crops for the troops, even when she has to hide in the fields. This is because she knows, like the women who built her and the women who farm with her, that they all must do their part. Inspired by the group of American women collectively known as Rosie the Riveter and the British Women's Land Army, this is a story about taking action and coming together for the greater good. I'm Sticking With You by Smriti Halls, illustrated by Steve Small. Wherever you're going, I'm going too. Whatever you're doing, I'm sticking with you. It's wonderful to have good friends to see you through the good times and the bad, but sometimes friends can also be a bit, overbearing. A gorgeously warm, funny book about everything a friendship can be, for anyone who's ever had a friend. Desert Girl, Monsoon Boy by Tara Dairman, illustrated by Archana Srinivasan. Extreme weather affects two children's lives in very different ways and shows how the power of nature can bring us together. One girl, one boy. Their lives couldn't be more different. While she turns her shoulder to sandstorms and blistering winds, he cuffs his pants when heavy rains begin to fall. As the weather becomes more severe, their families and animals must flee to safety, and their destination shows that they might be more like than they seem. The journeys of these two children experiencing weather extremes in India highlight the power of nature and the resilience of the human spirits. The Ocean Calls, a Henyo mermaid story by Tina Cho, illustrated by Jess X. Snow. A breathtaking picture book featuring a Korean girl and her Henyo free-diving grandmother about intergenerational bonds, finding courage in the face of fear, and connecting with our natural world. Diane wants to be a Henyo just like Grandma. The Henyo dive off the coast of Jeju Island to pluck treasures from the sea. Generations of Korean women have done so for centuries. To Diane, the Henyo are as strong and graceful as mermaids. To give her strength, Diane eats Grandma's abalone porridge. She practices holding her breath while they do the dishes. And when Grandma suits up for her next dive, Diane grabs her suit, flippers, and goggles. A scary memory of the sea keeps Diane clinging to the shore, but with Grandma's guidance, Diane comes to appreciate the ocean's many gifts. I Am Brown by Ashok Banker. Illustrated by Sandhya Prabhat. I am brown. I am beautiful. I am perfect. I designed this computer. I ran this race. I won this prize. I wrote this book. A joyful celebration of the skin you're in, of being brown, of being amazing, of being you. Now we have some new and upcoming Halloween picture books. First up is Gustavo, the Shy Ghost by Flavia Z. Drago. This winning debut picture book from Mexican artist Flavia Z. Drago about finding the courage to make friends is perfect for the spooky season, or any time. Gustavo is good at doing all sorts of ghostly things, walking through walls, making objects fly, and glowing in the dark, and he loves almost nothing more than playing beautiful music on his violin. But Gustavo is shy, and some things are harder for him to do, like getting in a line to buy ice cream or making friends with other monsters. Whenever he tries getting close to them, he realizes they just can't see him. Now that the Day of the Dead is fast approaching, what can he do to make them notice him and to share with them something he loves? With fancifully detailed artwork and visual humor, debut picture book creator Flavia Z. Drago's vivid illustrations tell a sweet and gently offbeat story of loneliness, bravery, and friendship that is sure to be a treat for little ghouls and goblins everywhere. The Ninja Sleepover by Laura Gell, illustrated by Mackenzie Haley. Willa and her best friends love ninjas. They have matching ninja backpacks and ninja t-shirts, and at school they even form a ninja club. But Willa has a secret. She's a werewolf. Worried that no one will understand, she hides the truth from her friends, until Val has a sleepover for her birthday, and it's on the night of the full moon. Willa is overcome with nerves when an accident reveals that her friends were hiding secrets too. She realizes maybe it's not so important to be a normal ninja. After all, a paranormal ninja can do so many cool things. Join three remarkable friends as they discover that all of us are weird in our own special ways. Lovable and lively illustrations accompany this charming story that explores facing your fears and fitting in, encouraging readers to celebrate their true selves. Cookie Boo by Ruth Paul. 7 spooky cookies sitting in a tin, waiting for the moonlight to let the magic in. Cookie Boo from award-winning author-illustrator Ruth Paul is sure to make celebrating Halloween fun. When the cookies escape for a Halloween romp, they will have some tricks and treats before the night is through. This foil-covered picture book is a good choice for a not-so-spooky story time. The Ghosts Went Floating by Kim Norman, illustrated by J. Fleck. The ghosts went floating one by one, boo-rah, boo-rah, when Halloween had just begun, boo-rah, boo-rah. The ghosts went floating one by one, so why don't you come join the fun? Trick or treating with ghosts, skeletons, witches, zombies, and all sorts of cute and creepy creatures in this fun-filled Halloween counting adventure. The Little Kitten by Nicola Killen. Ollie and her cat Pumpkin are out frolicking on a beautiful fall day when they come upon a tiny kitten shivering in a pile of fallen leaves. Ollie warms the kitten up and the three become fast friends. But when Ollie sees lost kitten posters hanging on the trees in the forest, she knows she has to help her new friend get home. As Halloween draws nearer, magic is afoot, and Ollie's good deed is rewarded in an unexpected way. Monsters 101 by Cale Atkinson. Monsters! They're so much more than just scary things under your bed. Join Professors Vampire, Blob, and Werewolf and their trusty lab assistant, a zombie named Tina, as they reveal eerie and frankly ridiculous monster facts never uttered outside a crypt. Full of eye-popping illustrations and a story with non-stop side-splitting laughs, Monsters 101 will have children and adults eager to enroll time and time again. We're Going on a Pumpkin Hunt by Mary Hogan Wilcox, illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. In this spin on the classic song We're Going on a Bear Hunt, pumpkins in autumn take center stage. A spooky nighttime hunt for the biggest pumpkin in town results in a fright, but also a great adventure. Christopher Pumpkin by Sue Hendra and Paul Lynette, illustrated by Nick East. Meet Christopher Pumpkin, the Halloween pumpkin who doesn't want to be scary. A funny, rhyming story from the authors of Super Tato and the creators of Simon Sock. Christopher Pumpkin is delighted to be magicked to life by a witch until he discovers she wants him and the other pumpkins to get her creepy castle ready for the spookiest party ever. Chris just can't bring himself to hang cobwebs and cooked curried slugs. He's much more into bunting and fairy cakes. A delightful story about blazing your own trail, perfect for reading aloud. And finally, Eeny, Meeny, Halloweeny by Susan Eddy, illustrated by Lucy Fleming. Eeny, meeny, Halloweeny, kitty, bat, or snake, perhaps a bear. I might just wear a costume that I make. It's Halloween Eve, and a little girl has a dress-up trunk full of different costume ideas. Orange tights and daddy's tux can transform her into a penguin. Or she could be an elephant with pillowcases for her ears and a sock for her nose. What costume will she choose? Eeny, Meeny, Halloweeny is a celebration of the ingenuity of an adorable girl creating fun costumes from everyday materials. Readers will be inspired to do the same. Thank you for joining me. And remember to place your holds at www.mcl.org. And if you're looking for more new book selections, you can check out the Kids Corner page on our website at mcl.org/kids. Thank you for joining me.